The Singing Sap is an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon from 1930. This is directed by Walter Lantz and William Nolan, written by Tex Avery, Pinto Colvig and Walter Lantz, with a voice cast including Pinto Colvig. And I found this to be really, really boring. This is set by the beach, and it starts off with everybody having a great time. We do have some dancing snakes that I thought looked pretty cool, but that's about it. And Oswald is playing music and everybody's having a great time. Then some characters get into a spot of bother down by the water, and it's up to Oswald to try and save them. It's a pretty classic narrative. There are plenty of cartoons similar to this where the protagonist is at the beach and they have to save somebody. That's not why I didn't like it, but the actual concept is absolutely fine. It's something we see every now and then from different studios. However, I didn't find it to be very interesting. There were maybe one or two small bits of animation here and there, such as the dancing snakes, that I thought was pretty good, but not enough for me to turn around and say that was enough for me to enjoy the cartoon, because I really didn't care for it very much. It's not bad as such. It's not badly animated. The pacing is maybe a little bit slower than I would have liked, but certainly it's not significant to be worthy of note. And I just didn't find any of it interesting. So not bad, but also not great either. It's a very straightforward concept, and unfortunately, with what I consider to be a lack of interesting animation, again, with a few small exceptions, but in general, with a lack of interesting visuals and a pretty straightforward narrative, it just doesn't really have anything to offer that's exciting. We do get a reasonable amount of Oswald in this. I say this because some Oswald cartoons, usually the later ones, don't really feature Oswald very heavily, whereas in this one, he's in it enough for me to be happy that it's called an Oswald cartoon. But even with that in mind, I didn't think it was very good. Nothing specifically wrong with it, but the Singing Sap just isn't very interesting at all.